Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to VR360's News Bulletin. Today's bulletin will feature the following noteworthy information. Sir Jim Ratcliffe gets tough. Marcus Rashford receives ultimatum from the boss. Another MU player on crutches after Euro. Very quickly, Man U finalizes even Tony deal. Summer transfer race, high-profile deals likely to happen in the coming days. Here are the detailed content. Sir Jim Ratcliffe gets tough. Marcus Rashford receives ultimatum from the boss. Dear viewers, Marcus Rashford shone in Erik ten Hag's first season at Man U, scoring 30 goals across all competitions. However, the star born in 1997 has struggled to replicate that form in the following season. Rashford's performance has declined, becoming one of the least effective players for Man U. In the FA Community Shield final, he missed two clear opportunities to bring the championship to his team. Witnessing this, Sir Jim Ratcliffe has lost patience. According to the Paradise, he has just sent an ultimatum to Rashford, demanding that the player born in 1997 must improve his form in the new season or leave Old Trafford at the end of the season. Ratcliffe is determined to build a culture of high standards and professionalism at Manchester United. Therefore, there will be no place for players who do not meet those expectations. If he wants to continue with the club, Rashford has no choice but to find his peak performances again. Another MU player on crutches after Euro. On August 17th, Lindelof was not registered to play in MU's 1-0 win against Fulham in the opening round of the Premier League 2024-25. The Swedish centre-back was injured in the 0-3 loss to Liverpool during the pre-season. It seems Lindelof's injury is not simple. Images posted on social media by his wife Maja show Lindelof having to use crutches and move with difficulty. Currently, MU has not disclosed the extent of Lindelof's injury. 30-year-old player missed up to 22 matches for club and national team due to hamstring and groin injuries in the 2023-24 season. Lindelof's condition also adds pressure to MU's defense. Previously, new signing Euro suffered a broken foot. French player had to undergo surgery and is diagnosed to be out for 3 months. Centre-back Harry Maguire also couldn't complete the match against Fulham. Manager Erik ten Hag confirmed that the former Leicester City star is not in his best physical condition. He felt uncomfortable and needed to be taken off to prevent serious injury. In addition, the fullback duo Luke Shaw and Tyrell Malacia are out for long-term injuries. Both have no return date set. After the victory over Fulham, MU will have an away match against Brighton in the second round of the Premier League on August 24th. Very quickly, Man U finalizes Ivan Toney deal. In the 1-2 defeat against Arsenal in the pre-season, Rasmus Højlund was injured and will be sidelined for about 6 weeks. Højlund is currently Manchester United's only centre forward. Last season, he scored 14 goals across all competitions. In fact, they have recruited Joshua Zirkzee this summer, but he is not a pure centre forward. Therefore, Ivan Toney of Brentford is one of the options being considered by Man U. Things became even more unpredictable when Toney was left out of Brentford's lineup for the opening Premier League 2024-25 match. Manager Thomas Frank said, "There's a lot going on with Ivan Toney, and there's some interest from other teams. Because of all that, we decided not to include him in the squad. However, it seems Toney's likely destination is Saudi Arabia. Specifically, according to Sky Sports journalist Florian Plettenberg, Manchester United are not considering approaching Toney or the market closes." Plettenberg states that the biggest interest comes from Saudi Arabia, with the English player likely to leave the Premier League to move to the Saudi Pro League. Summer transfer race. High-profile deals likely to happen in the coming days. The summer 2024 transfer market in Europe will close in 2 weeks. By now, most clubs have finished their shopping to start the new season. However, there are still quite a few quality players on the market. Many clubs haven't finished recruiting or haven't bought anyone, and teams' recruitment needs can always change due to factors such as injuries, etc. Below are notable players' deals that could happen in the last 2 weeks of the market. Joao Felix and Conor Gallagher's swap. The two teams are still untangling the knots of this complicated deal, as each side has its own needs. Atletico needs Gallagher for their midfield, while Chelsea needs Felix to beautify their financial books. Felix and Gallagher are still training with their parent clubs, but clearly the relationship between the parties has lost its warmth. Felix and Atletico hate each other, and Gallagher is tired after going to Madrid and then having to fly back to London. Atletico Madrid is pressuring Chelsea by spreading rumors that if they don't get Gallagher, they will inquire about bringing N'Golo Kanté back to Europe from Al Ittihad. That possibility is almost non-existent, as Kanté still has 2 years left on his contract and would have to have his salary if he moved to Atletico. But Chelsea doesn't need to be intimidated like that, because they are so desperate that they have publicly announced to all of Europe that Ben Chilwell is also for sale. Manuel Ugarte to MU. Ugarte has been left out of Paris Saint-Germain's training sessions by manager Luis Enrique, a sign that this player will soon be let go. MU is obviously the team that has been pursuing the Uruguayan midfielder most this summer, and in the coming week, we may wait to see this deal completed. Mikel Merino to Arsenal. Perhaps right now Merino is finalizing procedures to transfer to Arsenal. On Saturday evening, August 17th, Merino was left out of Real Sociedad's lineup for the first round of La Liga, and between Arsenal and Sociedad, transfer agreements have been nearly completed since then. This could be the decisive deal for Arsenal to finalize their squad for the Premier League title race. Jonathan Tah to Bayern Munich. The fact that Hiroki Ito is seriously injured and Matthijs de Ligt has been sold to MU means Bayern Munich has more reason to pursue Jonathan Tah for the centre-back position. Tah is showing a desire to join Bayern, but this deal has shown no breakthrough, as Bayern and Leverkusen have not yet reached an agreement on price. Leverkusen also doesn't seem very excited about having to sell a key player when the season has already started. Stars likely to leave, but with unclear destination. Federico Chiesa. Juventus has made clear their intention to part ways with Chiesa, but the son of former striker Enrico is not clear whether he will stay in Italy or go abroad. Roma has bought a winger, so they are no longer pursuing Chiesa, while the interest from Premier League teams is quite lukewarm. Adrien Rabiot. This French midfielder still has no team welcoming him after his contract with Juventus expired. It's not that no one cares about him, because he's asking for too high a salary. Scott McTominay and Billy Gilmour. After not joining Fulham, most recently news from Italy suggests Conte wants McTominay at Napoli. It's possible that both he and Gilmour will be bought by Napoli to continue the trend of Scottish players being sought after in Serie A. Mario Hermoso. This centre-back is for some reason currently unemployed after leaving Atletico, but through the news, we can vaguely guess why. This 29-year-old player is rumored to want MU, but MU doesn't want Hermoso, and the door has closed after de Ligt arrived at Old Trafford. Joining a mid-tier team in La Liga or Serie A is perhaps the best option for him rather than trying to reach the big clubs. Sergio Ramos. Recent news seems to indicate that Ramos will either go to the US Saudi Arabia, play for a small team in La Liga, or retire altogether. Mats Hummels. There has been no agreement between Hummels and Bologna. Now the veteran German centre-back is having to consider invitations from smaller clubs. James Rodriguez. Although his brilliance at the Copa America led to rumors that the former World Cup top scorer would return to Europe, it seems his poor performance at Sao Paulo has made clubs cautious.
Thank you for tuning into VR 360. We hope you enjoyed our latest updates and insights on all things Manchester United. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on the latest news, match analysis, and exclusive content. Join our community of passionate Red Devils fans and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your support helps us bring you the best coverage of our beloved team. Until next time, stay united and keep the red flag flying high.